There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday evening. Tonight we're gonna go. We're gonna make a ship for murdering Thargoids, and I have a build in mind. We're gonna look at it later or in a bit here. Just gonna do the usual introductions, and then yeah, actually, it is Tuesdays. That is correct. All the twos this day. That's correct, Dunkel. Dunkel have well spotted the pre-flight checklist mock, which is the mock of the day. There you go. You can see little pre-flight checklist, all the things you have to do before you leave the hangar. Check that you have rebuy, check that you have refueled, check that you have rearmed, repaired your ship. Do you have a fuel scoop? Do you have your limpets? And do you have your crew members? Lots of people here today have catched the stream for the first time, it seems. Welcome. Hope you will like it. But yeah. Vodka not included. No, that you have to supply your own vodka. Yes. Okay, so let's get all the due diligence out of the way first. Not sure if all that can fit in the Sidewinder. Probably not. But the idea with the pre-flight checklist is not necessarily that you should have all these things, but you should at least have considered them, right? I mean, there's not all my ships where I have crew members. I don't have fighter hangars on all my ships. It's not all my ships that's going to need limpets, but I have the pre-flight checklist, so I at the very least have considered whether I should bring limpets or whether I should bring crew members. 20:02 in the UK. Yeah, it is currently 9 o'clock here. Shields, maybe. That's unlikely you forget shields, as they are permanently fit up, or permanent, but they are part of your fit. Just for giggles, check the rebuy cost of the Anti-Xeno-Sidewinder. Yeah, we're gonna look at that as well. This could be pretty fun. Oh, we have some new players over on Twitch as well. Okay, before we go and we look at the build, let's get the light goal out of the way. Should we do the usual? What do you guys think? So for new watchers who haven't watched the live streams before, since we have a few today, what I usually do in the live streams is I set up a light goal. If we reach that light goal on YouTube, I will be setting up a discount code for you guys over on the merch store. It's kind of the best way I can say a thank you to you guys for helping me get the live stream ranked. So if you want to help me out, go down and hit the like button. The live stream, YouTube algorithm likes it, and we all have to live. Okay, I can see where we have to go. It needs to be 222 today, doesn't it? It is Tuesdays. It's all the twos today, so it has to be 222. Bit of an ambitious. I would love that, Golgotha, but I think it's a little ambitious. Yeah, let's go 222. That would be very appropriate for today. So, as always, if we get to that goal, I will be setting up a discount code for you guys that you can get over to the merch store. So if any of you are interested, then you have it in buying merchandise, then you have a chance to get it at a discount. You can find the merch store at no, that's not the right link. D2AStore.com. The Discord server is at discord.d2a.com. Speaking of Sidewinders, did I see the first video of a Hydra kill in a Sidewinder? Well, if people are killing Hydras in Sidewinders, I should be able to man up enough flying skill to kill a Cyclops, shouldn't I? If we reach the light goal, Astro gets one ticket into the blue origin space. Okay, then if that's the case, if somebody gives me a ticket for one of the blue origin flights, if we reach the light goal, then we're just gonna change it to 1. Sleepwalker said, You have 3 medium slots. I have 2 medium slots on the Sidewinder. And you better on 2 Guardian weapons. I recommend the Viper or an Eagle, but the whole point is doing it in the Sidewinder. Is voice attack for elite hard to set up? It takes time, but it's not that difficult. It just takes time. Have I ever built an exploration Sidewinder? No, I haven't. But the Sidewinder is actually a surprisingly versatile ship. Swarm of Sidewinder. Yeah, I did do these swarm events in the past, and they were often a lot of fun. Problem with the swarm events, of course, is that they are, how do I explain that? They're difficult to scale, right? Because as the channel grew and became more and more people, it became more and more difficult to manage. I mean, we spent more and more time just organizing people and less time actually playing, which is a bit of a shame. I'd also see some simple old bounty hunting streams at some point. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and look at the build that I have so far. We're going to talk about it, and then we'll see, maybe we'll make some adjustments, maybe we'll make some changes to it. But basically, we're just going to take it from there and then see. I'm just going to give this a name. So that, oh, not Senbo, it's Xeno. And there's all kinds of characters here that shouldn't be there. Okay, let's go save that. Okay, let's go and let's take a look at the build that I have so far. And if I did my buttons correctly, yes, you can now see it. Okay, let's talk about it. Weapons, we have 2 small hard points on it, obviously, so we are gonna go with 2 Guardian Gauss cannons. Decent damage. Is the heat gonna be too much? I don't know. It may be. We'll see. I've tried to manage the heat on it as much as I could. But I hope they can manage 2 Gauss cannons. I do have 2 heatsink launchers over here, of course. Which is engineered with well, that's not it, that one, with ammo capacity. So that's my plan. Not running any anti-Xeno scanners, Xeno scanners is more money. Yeah, okay, it was just the first, I mean, I don't know, it doesn't matter. So, like, how much this one is 80,000, this one is, I don't even know, more, it doesn't matter. On ships this size, it doesn't matter. Armor of these 3 are all the same, it's just resistance, and I know resistance has no effect in Xeno combat, so it doesn't matter. We can go military grade instead, if that makes you guys happy, to make it slightly cheaper. Maybe reduce the rebuy cost, so there we go. Same stats. Yeah, I'm on Twitch as well. What's happening on Twitch? People ask what weapons I have in mind for the builds. As you can see, Gauss cannons. What about field neutralizers? No, I'm gonna be fine without the field neutralizer. I'm planning to be either out of range or more likely go FA off. So if I do get hit, when I hear the warning come off, I'm probably gonna go FA off, and that's full speed, full burst. Boost speed away. So if I can't outrun it, I'm just going to just be drifting while my ship reboots. As you can see here, like, I have some decent speeds. Like 371 without boost, I'm boosting up well above 500. So I can definitely outrun the Thargoids. So that shouldn't be a problem. Which I think is going to be important. We'll see. Are the cannons the salvation ones, as they don't give as much heat? No, they're just going to be the standard ones. I don't think I have I don't think I have the salvation ones. Salvation Gauss Guardian weapons runs hotter, yeah. Can try to run the normal thrusters and see the build might be too heavy. Okay. So right now we actually have it on drive distributor as it gives us more speed. You can see here normally you would go drag drives, but look at our speed. So a 371 up there. If I go drag drives, it goes down. So I'm actually gonna go drive distributor with 30 drives to get more speed. Actually, I haven't tried clean. Just gonna try that for good measures. I don't think. Nope. Nope. Definitely dirty drives. And drive distributor. But we wanted to see what it would do without the enhanced performance thrusters. Less. Definitely less in terms of speed. Let's just get the right thrusters back in again. With dirty drive and drive distributor. Okay, just gonna run through the internals. The internals are pretty straightforward. Hull reinforcements in one of the size 2 slots and 3 of the size 1 slots, all engineered with heavy duty deep plating. And then an AFMU down here for repairs. We are running shieldless, so always good to have. And a Guardian module reinforcement just to give us a little bit of extra module protection there, and we can of course repair that with our AFMU. The AFMU is quite power hungry, so as you can see down here, I will be cycling it. So that means cargo hatch is off, we don't need that, and the AFMU is set into fire group 2. That means if we retract our weapons, the AFMU should come back online. I don't think what's the reboot time on these. I think they're around 10 seconds. It should come back online, and we can then repair our ship and then go back into the fight afterwards. When we then deploy our weapons, the AFMU is gonna turn off, and that should be fine since we're not gonna be using the AFMU while we are in a fight. So that's the internals. No engineering, of course, on the Guardian reinforcement module. For everything else, as we said, heavy duty deep plating here. The power plant is armored with thermal spread. Again, I wanted to try and keep that heat of the ship under control, so that's why I don't want to go overcharged. And also, since we are running shieldless, I really want to try and protect that that power plant. So that's why I'm going armored. It still gives me efficiency and it gives me extra power generation. And then, of course, thermal spread to try and reduce the heat even further. We looked at the thrusters, which were dirty drive and drive distributor. For the frame shifts, I mean, we don't technically do not need an A-rated frameshift drive. I was considering dropping it, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it's a pretty standard increased range and deep charge on it. I mean, I'm not too worried about my frameshift drive, as I'm not really planning to run. If I die, I die. I mean, the rebuy right now is 167,000 credits. It's not too bad. I can definitely afford to pay that quite a few times over. So that doesn't really bother me much. But we could downgrade the frameshift drive to save up some power if we wanted to. That's a place where we can save some power. Life support derated, a bit of a risky move, maybe, I don't know, but I got reinforced on it. I decided to derate it because the reinforced does give some significant increase in mass, and I didn't want it to affect my speed too much. So I ended up with a compromise saying derated life support with reinforced. I don't know if it's really... I don't know if that's... I mean, I could get more hit points out of it, I guess, by going with other options, but I don't know how many hit I have. 144 integrity. I mean, I could go reinforced here. I mean, it's just so much heavier, and it's gonna cost me noticeably on my boot speed to do that. So that's why I decided to downgrade that and then go reinforced. This A-rated lightweight, is that really... I mean, it gives us longer time if it dies. I mean, I guess that's more speed. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because if the life support were to die, we have 25 minutes, and if I haven't killed the Thargoids in 25 minutes, well, then I probably won't. Somebody made an Anti-Xeno-Sidewinder. Thank you so much for all your work and your effort you put into videos. You are very welcome. Yeah. Is there any ideal speeds you're looking to achieve? So what are the top speeds of the Thargoids? The Basilisk, is that 350 or is it 4? We have some aUEC guys. They probably know this in their sleep. I know the Basilisk is 450, and the Cyclops is less. I think the Cyclops is 350 or 400. Bassi is 530. Okay, my bad. Okay, never mind. Okay, they are way faster than I thought. Okay, so the Bassi is 530, and the rest is 480. Yeah, okay. Okay. It's good that we talked about it then. So that means we need to have a boost speed at least, I would say, to be comfortable, at least over 500. So that we can actually outrun this thing at a decent pace. We should be able to outmaneuver it. But we need some good speeds in order to outrun it. Okay, for the power distributor, I have gone with a weapon focus 5 and a super conduit. I haven't actually checked if super conduit is necessarily the best. Right now our time to depletion is 14 seconds. Cluster capacitor also gives us 14 seconds. So I'm gonna go with the super conduit for the faster recharge. Outmaneuvering is possible but risky. Yeah, I'm not planning it to be my main tactic. I'm basically, my tactic's gonna be get away, or start by going in, silent running, heat sinks, heat sinks, heat sinks. Reminds me I need to put heat sinks on a button I can actually reach with the without taking my hands off. It's only on my I'll need to do a secondary binding for that. We'll do that when we get to the fighting. And while I'm just constantly heat sinking and we're firing, hopefully I can stay on it for long enough that I can exert a heart, get the heart down, and then I'm gonna get away. Just get some distance from it. Because give it time to get the shield up, and Thargoid shields deplete over time, so we're just gonna wait for the shields to naturally deplete. That's gonna give us some time to get away, get some distance. And then once the shields are down, we can go back in for a second attack. That gives us time to do the repair cycles if we need to do that. Gives us time to restock our heat sinks if we need to do that. With only 2 heat sinks, would a thermal beam be worth it? I don't necessarily think it would. Primarily because I think it's too much of a hidden damage. Yeah, that's a key binding for heat sinks. But you know what I could? I only need 1. I can just put it on my secondary trigger. That would be a nice way to have it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need all the Gauss DPS as well. Oga Boga! Good evening, and thanks a lot for the super chat. Okay, the last thing we haven't talked about is the sensors. Fuel tanks are whatever fuel tanks are. They are there. We could put a 1 in there, but that's not that we already have a 1. That we can't do anything with fuel tanks. Sensors I've got derated, and I think I put long range on it. I'm not sure about the sensors, to be honest. I was like, I don't want to lose it, but I can still spot it manually because they are quite easy to spot at range. So I'm like, do I really need the sensors? Do I just want to put like long range lightweight on it to just? But again, it's 1 ton. I mean, how much of a difference does that really make? You look at the curve here, profiles. Engine profiles. You can see here we are here. We have a bit of room up to our potential max here. As you can see here, we can go all the way down to around 48. It looks like if we can get the mass down to 48 tons. Right now our total mass latent is 60 tons, so we could potentially drop 12 tons of mass and still get a speed increase. Lower than that, and we get nothing. Yeah. We could probably lose some mass actually in the frameshift drive. Do we really? I think I'm just gonna do that. Should we go with a derated? Increase range and deep charge. I mean, our jump range is gonna be terrible, but it doesn't matter. Since we're gonna jump a fleet carrier in or close to the system, we're gonna be fighting it anyway. And that gave us actually like 20 meters a second boost speed. You can also see how we dropped down the curve here. That line moved from 60, so now we are down to 58. We dropped 2 tons of mass. What's the strip down do? Strip down does like, was that 4 meters a second? 2 meters a second for strip down on the power plant. I would rather have the thermal reduction there. I think this is what I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna delete my old build there. How much? I have about... I don't want to lose the armor. Is there any difference in mass? Hold on. No, so the only difference between all of these is the cost. There's no difference in mass, there's no difference in anything. So you're asking, like, if I go heavy duty deep plating here, I have 1,283 armor. And you're asking what will happen if I go lightweight, heavy duty, and deep plating. I lose about 150 armor hit points, which is more than 10% of my armor. I don't think I'm willing to do that, but it gives us a ton of speed. Like, look at that speed. I think if we were to go and fight basilisks, I would probably drop the down to a lightweight to get that speed up. Yeah, exactly. And now we're still 5 tons. We can still save 5 tons if we wanted to. Yeah. But I think because we have enough speed to outrun a Cyclops, I don't think we're going to need that extra speed. If we were to fight basilisks, I would probably drop that armor for that extra speed, because that is a significant speed increase. But for what we're doing here, since we are going to be fighting Cyclops, I think I'm going to keep the military grade composites for that extra hit points. That is my plan, at least. Yeah, I don't know about derating modules. Again, it's only my senses that are derated. But I think even if my senses were to die, I still think I could fight with dead senses. Because if I can spot him visually, I mean, hell, I killed Thargoids with my HUD disabled. So I don't really mind if I lose the senses. That would be fine. I can fight him with my senses down. Else I'm going again and fighting them purely visual. So we're going VFR here. D-rate life support, I don't think... Yeah, but the life support is so light. It's 0.2 tons right now, it's lightweighted. The only thing we could do, maybe, if we wanted to just to go, instead of going long range on the sensors, just say lightweight on the sensors, save a ton there, and get that extra speed. I think I'm just gonna lightweight the sensors too. Just, there we go. Old man Astro telling war stories. Back in my day, we didn't have huts, young man. We had jetpacks and sticks. And stones, even. But those were only for the advanced troops. No resistance, I know. Anything above 350, 330 will give me out of their safety. So what you're arguing is, don't worry about it. I have enough speed, and maybe try to save the sensors. I don't know. And we have to share the stick. Yeah, one man with a stick in the front and one man in the back running behind him, picking it up if he fell. Light goal today is 222. Okay. So, how much would it cost us to A-rate and lightweight a sensor? Basically nothing, actually. And what difference does it make in integrity? Then maybe we shouldn't lightweight, maybe we should long range. How much does long range give more mass? It does give more mass. What happens if we A-rate? Hold on, let's just try this. Hold on, let me try something here. If we D-rate lightweight, that's the fastest version, right? Then we are at 565. If we then go with the heaviest version, which is A-rate long range, that does cost us a bit more, because now we can just outrun it. That's a bit too much, but we could go A-rate lightweight maybe. Then we lose 2. Yeah. We lose 2 meters a second of spook speed by going A-rate over D-rate with lightweight on it. This is what we're gonna go with. This is the build for today. This needs to go in the D2EA folder. There we go. Okay, let's go and let's build this thing. Hold on, why don't we actually for power now that we move so many modules around? Oh, we are over power. Oh my god. What do we do that took up all that power now? We A-rated a bunch of stuff here. I guess I can move my frame to drive into group 2 as well. Then we have just enough power to get this thing flying. Yeah, exactly. Just FSD into group 2 together with the... Actually, just put it into group 3 or whatever. Doesn't matter. That just means when we deploy our weapons, our FSD goes offline. But again, as I said, this is our no run kind of build. This is a we stay and we die, and then we come back and try again. Power priorities for the win. Exactly. That is a very, very... So we're using 99.8% of our available power from the power plant. That's tight. You can't jump with hardpoints deployed anyway. That is true. But if you want to run, you don't want to have to wait for the power plant, so for the frame shift drive to reboot. Because that's going to be a bad time. We always have the heat sinks we can play around with if we really need that. I can move that in, move one of them into group 2 or turn one of them off or something, cycle them, basically. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna put some distance regardless for the mass lock, that kind of stuff. Okay, let's go and let's build this, and then if we're lucky, we're gonna be able to also get it flying today. We'll see how far we can get.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ship is clear. Good luck, Commander.
Yeah, that's true. If we also need, we can probably save some power on the module reinforcement packs. That's actually gonna give us a lot if we wanted to. We can change it up for a normal one, and then we save some power there if we really wanted to upgrade everything. But I'm okay with the Guardian ones. If we can squeeze it in there, it's a little bit better. Like, I don't mind spending power budget and generally outfitting budgets on defensive modules. I think that's okay. Yeah, might be worth putting an A-rated jump drive. Yeah, I think you're right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put that higher jump drive in, because otherwise flying around is going to be a pain. Actually, I'm just going to quickly jump back on this camera while we jump in, because I'm just going to go and quickly sync up my resources within Aura. While I try not to crash into a star. Just give me a second here. James Memorial, there it is. Just need to not crash. There we go. And now we can jump back to that one. Is this PC or console? This is a PC. I see. The stream ends with a mining sidewinder instead of a. You know what? I was actually building a mining sidewinder, and it's. I was surprised. The sidewinder is a surprisingly good mining ship. Could be fun to do like a. The sidewinder can do everything kind of series, and then start out with building. Now we're building an Anti-Xeno one, then build a mining one, or build a combat sidewinder. Do I work in the space industry or primarily streaming? I write code. I'm a software engineer or software developer. Actually, I think my official title right now is data engineer. But at the end of the day, I write code. And then when I get home from work, I fly spaceships. Even though I did get a master's degree in astrophysics. But very few jobs in Denmark in the astrophysics industry. Oh, hold on. I need to pay attention to my flying here. What's my weather in my country? I mean, we get cold winters and warm summers. Winters, we're talking often freezing during daytime. And summers can be, I don't know, up to 30C plus sometimes. Very few jobs in the astrophysics industry. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was kind of when I was done with university and I took my degree in astrophysics, I had to figure out, like, okay, what I'm going to do with it now. Because I just took it because I really like astrophysics and I was interested in it and always has been. And then I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I wrote my master thesis in computational astrophysics, so I was doing massive, like, magnetic fluid dynamic simulations for solar flares on big cluster computers. So I was a decent programmer when I finished university. So I thought, you know what? I know how to write code. I'm pretty sure someone out there needs someone who can write a bit of code. And I went out and got those types of jobs. And then I decided to keep astronomy and astrophysics as a private hobby. And that's when I started Down to Earth Astronomy, which was intended to be a astronomy science channel, which turned into computer games, and then more computer games, and then only computer games. Which is why I now, years down the road, has decided to start the second channel, Cosmic Curiosity. Kind of to get back to the idea of what I wanted Down to Earth Astronomy to be originally. Not saying I'm not enjoying what I'm doing over on this channel, definitely am. But it was not what I had planned originally, and I wanted to get back to that, into the science and the astrophotography kind of thing. What programming language do I use now? The place I work right now has a policy of writing most stuff in Python, so I'm writing most stuff in Python. The last employer I had, they like to write everything in PowerShell, so I wrote a lot of things in PowerShell. But it is mostly database side things I do, so obviously there's a lot of store procedure stuff, and just generally writing and optimizing SQL, those kind of things. Yeah. Let's go and buy a ship. Gonna buy a little Sidewinder. Look how pretty it is. Purchase ship. Confirm. How would one join D2A in Elite? Are there requirements in terms of activity? You're talking about our factions? In that case, no. I mean, our TerraX, AstroCorp, our in-game faction. Also the Down to Earth Astronomy faction. There's actually two factions. Well, squadrons, should be precise. There's one faction, it's called TerraX, and there's two squadrons. One called TerraX and one just called Down to Earth Astronomy. Neither of them have any requirements in terms of activities or anything like that. Everybody's welcome to join. Though I should probably log in on that character. It's been months since I've been over there and checked the requirements to join. Yeah, we split it up because we wanted to split up, so we had TerraX for people who like to do BTS, and we had Down to Earth Astronomy for people who didn't want to, because we didn't know how many people were interested in joining them. So we split it up at the beginning. It doesn't mean, I mean, if you're in the Down to Earth Astronomy squadron, you're still welcome to do and help with our BTS. I mean, heck, even if you're in a completely different squad, you're welcome to join. We are a open public faction. All our orders, everything we do, every action we take is posted publicly. Everybody can go out, they can see the full history of what we've done since the faction was started, if they really want to scroll through that history. Very much a open book kind of deal. Yoink. This should be fun. Now, question is, do I have pre-engineered heat sinks? Oh, will you look at that? I already have heat sinks lying around from previous build. I love when that happens. Less work for me. There we go. That was easy. Oh, right. I forgot something very, very important. We can't do that. It has to be the first thing we do when it builds. Let's go in here. We're going to set it up for looks. Are there ship kits for the Sidewinder? Oh, there is. Oh, we're gonna put all the ship kits on this thing. Let's just fix the cockpit first. Name. We need a name, guys. Ship ID is easy. Name. No, we haven't named it yet, Golgotha. The Sidewinder. Ankle binder. Ankle biter. Signy Mr. Sideface. Xeno-Venom. Tough little ship. Raid. Xeno-Grinder. I kind of like that. What about just call it like the box spray or something like that? Not very original, I guess. The Dead Hunter. Oh my god, I have to scroll up and chat. You guys are too fast. What is called? Bugs Bunny. Oh, that has to be a winner right there. I have too many names with bunnies in them. Too many ships. That's gotta be the Bugs Bunny. We are gonna get... Scroll down to V somewhere. V... Where did I put the Viper? There it is. Five, 6, 7. Is there actually a censored one here? Surely not. No, not that one. That one. Yeah, no, this is wrong. This is already wrong. No. Am I blind? A? Am I missing an A or what's going on? F that is not just not good at sorting. Yeah, okay, there's the A. Jesus. You would think that would be easy. Oh, string lights. Should we put little Darkoid? They're actually a little bit annoying, I think. But I was thinking out here, I think I have one of those. Yeah, look at that. I have one of those. Look, our squadron at some point, for some reason, did good in put a little Darkoid there. What else I have? Anything else that's Darkoid related? Any more stuff we can put on it? Ooh. Cobra. Nope, that's gonna be it. We're gonna start with weapon detailing green. Engine detailing green. Paint job. What do I have for it? I have a midnight black. Do they actually have... People said I should have the Danish flag. Do they actually have the Danish flag? I think they do. Yes, Dunkel just want everything purple. I kind of like that one. I don't like that green, but that green is cool. All black. What do you guys think? Black or dark green? Green. Dark white. That's grey. British racing green. I think there's this... Yeah, we're gonna take that one. Let's look, there's a small favor for that. Decals. Oh, what do we put in here? We could just put the Thargoid combat decal on it. I mean, we could put a triple lead on it, but I don't know. Let's put a Thargoid combat decal on that. That's funny. Because, like, the alternative would be to put the triple lead one on. You can find it. That one. Which is always fun, but... Let's put the Anti-Xeno GPU on it so we can see that's what it is. Nameplates. Need that in white. I always want dual nameplates. And then dual IDs like that. And then ship kits. There's that spoiler. What do you guys think for spoilers? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hold on, let's do a community thing for this. Let's put up some polls here. We're gonna make a quick poll here. Oh, if I can actually spell. Spoiler. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ask community. Go! There's now, in a second at least. A lot of people like number 3, it seems. That one, with the double wings. But yeah, there we go. The poll is now up on YouTube. Go vote. 1, gonna show them again. 2, 3, and 4 with the little fins. I'll just cycle through this so people can see. We should probably have a none option if people think it should be nothing. I'm not gonna run them for very long, so get your votes in quick. We have some votes over on Twitch, where there are also a lot of people voting 3s and a few for 4. Okay, gonna end that poll. Again, I'm gonna keep them short because we have a lot of modules to go through. 91 votes with 58 going for number 3. Okay, let's go for wings. I'm gonna set up a quick poll again. Wings. Should it be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4? Okay, we don't have an option for none, so, well, we're gonna have to choose one of them. We're gonna kip this thing out. I cannot do four options. Okay, that poll should come up in a second. Let's see what we have. We have number 1, which kind of adds just extension to it. Number 2, which adds extensions but slightly swept. We have big wings. Or we have like TIE fighter kind of things on the back. Gonna run through them again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I definitely have 2 that I like. I'm not gonna say which one, because I don't want to. One, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're gonna keep these polls short, especially when they are. When we get such a big lead from one option so quickly. 50+% says number 4. Number 4 it is. Gotta quickly set up the... And we're just gonna run through it once so we can see the... So now we're going tail. 1, 2, 3 with like extra engines. And 4 which is like a bridge across the top. Okay, I'm gonna set up a poll again for the tail. Oh, I'm gonna 2, 3, and 4. Ask community. Okay, pull this up. Let's see them again. 1, 2. They're very similar, 1 and 2. 3, which is also they also have little wings on top and the bottom. And then 4, which is the bridge across the top. Just extends the rear of the ship. Okay. I think there's no competition here. I don't think we have to keep this poll running for very long. We have 82% right now that says number 3 is the best. So, well, we get a few votes in there for 4. Let's give it a bit more. We have 81 votes. 92 votes. Still a noticeable lead for number 3. Nobody liked number 1 or 2. I think, nope, nah. The boarding up thing. 95% have... 90 have voted. 95 votes has come in, which is like half the live stream. And we are... Okay, 105 votes are in. With 68% for number 1. The closest one is number 4 at 49%. Oh, sorry, 29%. So we're gonna end the poll right there. And it's going to be number 3. So now we just need to have the bumper. As always, we are going to look through them. And then I'm going to set up the poll. We have extra engines. We have what looks like a front spoiler. We have another front spoiler. And we have another front spoiler. Looks kind of different. Set up a poll. Wow. Bumper. Options are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ask community. There we go. Okay, see them again. Number 1. Number 2. Like splitters. I don't know. This kind of looks like knives. Like it's like a knife's edge at the front. Those adds extra headlamps. Those, look at that, there. An extra light at the front. Those look like thrusters or cannons, I don't know. Open up the pole so I can actually see it here. 4 has lights, yeah. This is the one where you guys are this. It's still like 50%-ish is always for one option, it seems. Nobody actually thinks what is good but for memes. Yeah, it is a little memey, isn't it? We already have way over 100 votes right now, so it's in that poll. 2 may have 1 center light. Ah, it looks like it. Actually, just there. Okay. There we go. That is... That's our beautiful creation. We're just gonna put some modules on it as well, but... Look at that. It's adorable. Isn't it cute? Front is ugly. Yeah, I like it. It looks like it has eyes. I kind of like it. Okay, let's actually build this thing so it can actually do something and not just sit in a hangar. Okay, so we got the hard points sorted out. We got the utilities sorted out. Let's work on... Let's just take the optional terminals because they're going to be easy. Let's just start by selling everything. Super good assist. So we're gonna need some hull reinforcements. Do I have a 2D hull reinforcements already modified with heavy duty? Yes, I do, and deep plating. Oh, that's a 1D. Oh, hold on. 2D, there we go. Oh, this is thermal resistance hull. Damn it. And reflective platings. I don't know why I have that, but I do. We're gonna have to put that in there, put in a brand new one. Then in here, we're gonna have to put module reinforcements in, which is under hull reinforcements. No, they are separate. There's shield reinforcements that are in here. Module reinforcements are a separate category. There we go. 2D Guardian. Well, I'm just going to quickly write down what we actually need to do for the build. We need to engineer here, so we remember that. We need to do main, and we need to do experimental for a hull reinforcement pack. One there, one there. Then in here, we had one there that was heavy-duty deep plating, already pre-engineered. Plug that in there, but I think I only had the one. That means that's 2 more that we needed to do. And then we need a AFMU. 1A. Now for the core internals. We're gonna put a military grade alloy in here. Oh, just check. I don't have anything stored. That means we need to do the armor. For the power plant, we needed a 2A armored thermal spread. I have very little hopes that I have something like that lying around. No, I don't. So we need to do the power plant as well. Thrusters, there's a small chance I have thrusters. I do not. What? Since when can't you get the enhanced performance thrusters in Shinrata? I am almost... Really? I could swear I bought the enhanced performance thrusters in Shinrata. That's a painted only thing? Okay. In that case, we're just going to keep the stock thrusters. And, okay, I could have sworn that I bought these. I don't build that many small ships, though, so clearly I'm wrong. Frameshift drive was 2D. There's no chance I have an engineered 2D frameshift drive lying around. We need the FS... Oh, hold on. But what we are going to do is we're actually going to replace this with a 2A. And then we're going to come back and we're going to fix the frameshift drive later. Yeah. Okay, life support. AA. The rest is A rated. Oh, forgot one. Okay. I'm gonna need, what was that? Life support, power distributor, and sensors as well. Yeah, we're gonna go and get the thrusters when we probably have to visit one of those engineers regardless, so might as well. Hold on, is it better? No, we're gonna do another thing now also while we are here. I'm gonna take that modular reinforcement pack. We're gonna replace it with a frameshift drive booster. Just to like give us that little bit extra range. Okay, let's see how much of this we can do. Hold on, I need a spreadsheet. I always need a spreadsheet for this. Okay, so we need the main engineering, we need experimental engineering. We have hull reinforcement packs. We have 3 of those we need to do. We have armor. We had power plant. We have thrusters. We have FSD. Then we have life support, power distributor, and sensors. And all of them needed... Oh no, not... Life support do not need that one, and sensors do not need experimental, but the rest do. There we go. Did I close the game? Where did the game go? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's just start from the top. What do I have here? I have charts in hand, so we have to go and visit an engineer for that. The heat sinks should both be engineered already, so nothing needs to do there. The engines, we don't have the right thrusters yet, so no point in doing those. The hull reinforcements. We can do heavy duty here, right? Yeah, let's do the heavy duties. Oh, check how many materials I actually have for this. Plenty. That's good. Yeah, true, Neil. I could have probably waited with heavy duties here, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna focus on getting the frameshift drive in place, I think, to start with. And also, true, I have a... But it's actually quite slow to move around with a carrier, because it's 20 minutes every time. But if we have to go really far, we might do it. Come on. So we're gonna have to... We're gonna find figure out what we're gonna do. I'm thinking I'm gonna engineer the frameshift drive. Just because of 2A, I might need a 2A. Oh, hold on. I'm done with this group here. I might need a 2A someday, so I'm gonna engineer it. I'm not gonna put experimental on it, but I am gonna engineer it. And then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go and replace that frameshift drive. Hold on. Actually, now that we are thinking about it, we decided to turn our FSD off, right? Oh, yeah, so the FSD is already in group 2. How much of a difference would it actually make to our speed if we replace that with an A-rated? So we have 563 on our books right now. If we A-rate that and go increase range and deep charge. Okay, that cost us like... Oh, ouch. It cost us a lot to do that, so we're definitely going to keep that. And maybe we're not even going to put increased range on it. Should we just leave it unengineered, actually? I mean, that increases its mass. And there's no need to have it. I'm gonna leave it unengineered. I mean, why would we upgrade it? I could maybe put a increase range 1 on it for 10% mass, and then a strip down That gives us minus 1%. That's give us nothing, basically. We could put a faster boot sequence on it. And strip down. That's gonna give us, like... Yeah. It's gonna increase our thermal load, but it's gonna be offline, so... I mean, who cares at that point? Reduce integrity, we don't care. I'm actually considering this instead. Yeah, I think I maybe just go one strip down like that, actually. Delete that one. Delete that one and bookmark this one again. Because it's not much in terms of speed, but it's going to be offline anyway. But it doesn't change the fact that we're going to be running around a lot, and I don't want to run around the bubble with 7.5 light years of jump range. Wait, hold on. Let's just finish what we're doing here. So that one is done. Correct? Yes. Life support just needs a lightweight. Yeah, because every time we go to fight, I've got to move this thing around with a fleet carrier anyway, so... Wow. Come on, RNGesus. Ah, come on. Okay, one more. There we go. That was life support. The FSD. So FSD, this is the A-rated FSD we have in right now. Correct? Yes, 2A. So I'm actually going to put a full increased range on it. I'm a little low on dynamite wake exceptions, but that's fine. It's the only thing we need those for, so that's fine. I'm gonna put a full one in just to make our life a little bit easier as we're moving around the bubble for engineering. It's always those last few rolls, exactly. Oh, sorry. I thought this was there we go. Oh, that's a bad first roll. It's also a bad second roll. This is going to be a lot of rolls. That's 3 rolls. That was a good one. 4. 5. Did nothing. 6. 7. 8. It's going to be another 9 roll. Nope, we're going to actually need 10 rolls for this one. There we go. Now we have that ready in case I need that for a future thing. Power plant was armored. I'm pretty sure I have overcharged pinned. Yes, I do. Sensors we can do. How does roll work? It's like a lottery. No, so kind of. There is a level of RNG in it. You always get an increase. So the module will always be better than what it was with the last roll, but how much better is random up until a max value. And when you reach that max value, then... God. Oh, I don't need to fit. I always do this on the falls. I don't know why I do that. When you reach that max value, then obviously you can't go higher. So you can see that blue circle there. That's the one I'm keeping an eye on. Yeah, it used to be like a lottery. It was terrible. Okay, so those would be senses done. We have a lot of places we need to visit, don't we? Okay. Well. Inara. Galaxy. Data. Engineers. Okay, let's just go to blueprints. So let's look at this. We have to visit. Basically, going to start from it and one end here. We're going to say, okay, core internals. Who do we need to visit? We have to visit whoever does level 5 power plants, which is Haritari. Hiatani. There we go. She could do our power distributor, but she can't do it all the way. So there's no point in her doing that. So that is... Can we get her name slightly smaller? There. She'll do that. Then we have power distributor. Let's do that one next. Power distributor. So there we need to go and visit the Dweller. Now the Dweller can also do nothing else. He can just do our power distributor. FSD we can do in multiple places, but we need to do that last, so we gotta keep that out of the equation, because we're going to have to return back to Shinrata to get the FSD. So we're gonna wait with that, I think. Let's do thrusters, which is Palin. I think only Palin, right? Yeah, okay, and Chloe. But Chloe is out in... I don't want to fly out to Chloe. She's too far away. So he can't do our FSDs, part of it at least, but we could actually get the FSD. Oh, hold on. But Ark is pretty close. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save Palin for last. And then we're going to do both our thrusters and the FSD at the end. Because Ark is quite close to Shinrata. If I recall. I can't remember if who's closest, but I think... But we're going to do one of those. Either... Because we just need the one level of the FSD, he can do it. So we're going to do that after we return... And we swap out the FSD for what we need. So we're going to skip, for the first round here, we're going to skip thrusters and FSD. And we can just take and delete those rows so we don't get confused by those. Oops, not insert. Delete. Delete. Okay, so that means we just need armor And then, yeah, and armor, and so that's just gonna be whoever does the armor. That is it Celine Jane? Can't remember. It doesn't matter which any of them. Yeah, it's Celine Jane. Okay, it wasn't actually that bad as I thought it would be. Because Celine Jane will do both. Whoops. She will do both the armor and the hull reinforcement packs for us. So that means we can actually get away with just visiting those 3 engineers. Yeah, okay, that's true. We have to go to Palin. So we have to do this, then return to Shinrata. So, okay, let's fix this. Let's find a route. And go to Commander's Toolbox. We're gonna go into the multi-waypoint route plotter. If I could spell Shinrata Detra, that would be great. Add that to the system. Who do we need to visit? We needed to visit Celine Jane. Add her to the list. Visit her. The Dweller. Where's the Dweller? There we go. That's going to be the start and our end system. Optimize the route. There we go. We have... We have one of the trips alone out there. Did I add the wrong engineer? Celine Jane in Cook. The Dweller in WYRD. And then Harry. No, that is her. She is just pain, apparently. Look at that. It's like 500 light years in a Sidewinder. That goes how far? Right now? Oh, joy. I'm gonna need another plan here. Because that's... I don't want to fly that. That's annoying. What if we remove that and that system, and then we go... My car is currently parked in O'Rare. That's better. And then we jump out to Haritari with the carrier. I think that's going to be our route instead. Because that saves us like 400 light years of jumping at around 25 light years per jump. That is 16. Is that it? 16 jumps? Doesn't sound right. About 16 jumps. Yeah, I already have a Guardian FSD booster on it. That is with a... We don't have a fuel scoop. What's our max range? Probably not great. So I actually think... Oh, hold on, didn't we have... Didn't we have one of these, that were fully engineered? Yeah, we had one that was fully engineered. So we can take... Wait, we're gonna take that. We're gonna store that. And then we're gonna fit a fuel scoop in here. Okay. How are we doing for power? Not very good. Thrusters, you go back in 1. Gauss cannons. Turn you off. There we go. Now we have power. Okay. Enhanced thrusters, we should be able to get those at Palin. That's kind of the thing that Palin does, right? But we're going to do that at the last, and we're going to do that on the second trip. What I want to do first is I want to start this trip out. Just gonna prepare everything for my trip here. So we're gonna go in here to data, and go to engineers. We're gonna find her, so we can copy the system name when we get to that. Okay. First up, cook. It's gonna be an interesting flight. Let's go, little Sidewinder. Look at the fuel gauge. Oh my god. I need to just check our route when we get out. We don't want to stop at a brown dwarf. We can do 2 jumps, then we need to fuel scoop. Let's just quickly check our route settings here before we leave. Okay, looks like they're all scoopable. Great. You'll say, yeah, I didn't notice that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go wait and see with the amount of time we spend. I'm not sure we're going to be able to actually go out and do some flying today, but hopefully we at least get the ship done so that we next week can go and kill some goits in it.
Frameshift drive charging.
And the jumps with this, 3 more jumps, that should be fine. Damn, this thing just eats fuel. Light goal is 222. I don't know where we are with it, but hopefully not too far. Okay, we're gonna need to scoop some fuel here.
Fuel scooping.
It manages to heat quite well. It does climb 72. About 2% of tick, but we should have a full tank. Oh no, now it's going faster. Oh.
Warning, temperature critical.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fuel scooping complete.
There we go. And give the thing a little bit of time to just cool down before we...
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, David. Should give us enough fuel to reach our destination. What's the route here? Okay, this is... We have a similar length jump where we are jumping to the carrier. My plan of going up against an intercept on that thing. Yes, that is the plan. Once it's done. We'll see how it goes. Again, not a super skilled Xeno pilot. I think I'm decent. By no means good, but I'm decent enough. I mean, I've soloed a Bassi.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I think that's a bit of an achievement, at least for me. Of course, carrier curtain. Oh, wrong button. I've been I just by default I went straight for my F2 key when I want to open up the map. Been mining a lot of stars lately. Expect a chance of success in the first round. I think I'll give it anywhere between 5 and 10%. Expect a chance of return within the first 10 rounds. I would say then we're probably up to like a 60-70 kind of deal. Are we making bets? You guys are welcome to make bets. Again, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to make that today. Depends how much time we're gonna... I should probably set my speed here so it flies automatically. We're gonna have to make a vote. It could be fun to do like a... We're gonna do it in the live room, we actually do it, but it could be fun to do like a... How many attempts do you think I'm going to need to kill a... to kill an interceptor, a Cyclops in a Sidewinder? Like 1 or up to 3, up to 10, or can't do it or something like that. What do I use for head tracking? Usually a Toby, but I need an extension cable for it, as I stole the extension cable to run all my HOTAS and panels, so I needed a USB extension cable, so I kind of stole the one I used for my Toby. So it is temporarily out of commission. I just need to get my hands on an extension cable, so I can get it up and running again, because I really miss it. But yeah, Toby Eye Tracker. If you're interested, you can go to toby.d2a.com and get yourself your own Toby Eye Tracker. Is Toby any good? Yeah, I would actually say that it is. I like it a lot. I mean, for those who watching my channel will know that I have a lazy eye, meaning that sometimes one of my eyes will just like look that way or that way. Especially in the evenings when I get tired, and that does show up on videos, YouTube and YouTube videos, descriptions, those kind of things. But when Toby originally reached out to me, said, "Hey, are you interested in working together?" I said, "Yeah, well, it would be a great fit, I think, and it would be awesome." But I'm not sure that I can actually use your products. Hence the lazy eye, and I said, I don't think it will work. And Toby, the rep I talked with from Toby basically said, well, challenge accepted. Like, okay, fair enough. So they shipped over an eye tracker, and the deal with them was that I would open it, take it out of the box, and set it up for the first time during a live stream. so that it would be completely like no edits, no nothing, just out of the box, put it on, and then see how it would track me. And I mean, that thing got a run for its money, because I'm sitting here with a lazy eye, with glasses, and with 2 studio lights reflecting in the glasses as well. So I thought, there's no way. There's absolutely no way it's gonna be able to track. But I gotta say, it was, and surprisingly accurately. So yeah, that's why I have no problems promoting a product like Tobii Eye Tracker, because even in what I would consider a worst case condition like the one that I put it against, it actually managed to hold up. You can still find the VOD of that live stream if you are interested in seeing it over on YouTube. I think it's just called D2EA versus Tobii. And yes, you're right, Dunkel, there is still a discount code. I believe if you use the discount code D2EA, you get 5%, if I recall correctly. So yeah. D2EA equals hard mode, exactly. And I know, as a matter of fact, it was actually quite fun that the guys on the Tobii community team, they had their own bets internally whether their product would actually work in my in the situation I put it through or not. Because they asked me specifically if I would call it a pass or not, because they apparently had an internal bet amongst themselves what they thought would happen, whether it could actually do it. Yeah, it was quite fun. Really good guys over at Tobii. I also like that they just, I mean, because they made an internal bet, they were clearly not 100% whether it would work in my case. But that they were just, yeah, we're gonna ship one to you and then we're gonna see what happens. And yeah. What does Tobii do aside from tracking? It tracks your head and it tracks your eyes. And that means you can use the head tracking part of it. I would often use for head movements in the game. I will then have a key so you can disable it. Sometimes you just want the head locked as I have it now. But sometimes it's nice to be able to look around. And I would then just have a button I could press to enable or disable it whenever I needed it. And whenever I disable it, it just turns the head back and looks straight forward in the default position here. But the eye tracking part of it, I don't use that much in Elite. But I used a lot in Star Citizen for gaze-based targeting, which I think it also works in Elite. But basically, that allows you, if I were just flying here and I had 2 targets, one on the one side of the screen, one on the other side of the screen, or just next to each other actually, I could just look at a target and then click target, and it would select that target. And if I looked at the other side of the screen, it would select that target. So I don't have to point my ship towards the target in order to lock it. If I can see it on my screen and I can look at it, then I can target it. Gutsy move from a company to take a risk like that. I agree, and that's also why I think, like, kudos to Tobii, because that could very well have ended in me opening up their product live on a live stream and it just outright not working at all. Which would have been not, I mean, I know I'm not the biggest channel on YouTube, but it would still not have been the best PR situation for them. So, like, kudos for them for just saying, yeah, we're gonna do that. I think that was actually a pretty nice move of them.
Landing gear deployed.
What is going on here? This Sidewinder is really weird. It's not flying the way I want it to. There we go, that's better.
Hull integrity compromised.
Oh right, I'm flying without shields. I should be a little more careful.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Yeah, that was a power move by Tobii. This took some balls. I agree. Deep plating on that. You know what? I'm going to do this with a mouse. That's quicker. There we go. That's heavy duty. That's heavy duty. Why am I using Toby now? Because again, as I said, I stole the USB cable. So it has. I have it right here. So the Toby itself comes with a relatively short USB cable, as you can see here. Just jump over to this camera here so you guys can see it. The USB cable that comes attached to it is relatively short, but it then comes with a extension cable, so you can get it over if you need to get it over to a PC. The reason why it comes with such a short cable is because it's designed to also go on laptops. Like the whole thing just attached with two magnets on the back, so I just have a little bracket that you just stick to the underside of your monitor. And all I have to do if I want to, I can't show it because it's out of frame, right? But all I have to do is just like hold it up to the bracket and it's magnetic just snaps in place. And you can do the same thing on a laptop where there is special brackets. I think I have them somewhere. Yeah, here they are. So there are special brackets like this one here. And you just have sticky things on the back, right? So that's just sticky, whatever. Yeah, I can show it with the body cam. That's probably right, if I have power. But so this one is designed to just stick that underneath the monitor of your laptop, because it's very low profile. And if you then need to use a Toby eye tracker for your laptop, you can just like smack that on, like take the magnet thing and just slap it on there, and then that is good to go. And all of that stuff, of course, comes included. But let me just like bunny cam. Let's go bunny cam. Hold on, give me a second. No, hold on. I should stop getting sidetracked all the time. Let me just finish the engineering here, and then I'm going to show. Then I can show it to you. There's actually also bunnies, so we can also see the bunnies today. Still on the Toby topic. So when you turn your head, you also need to turn your eyes back on the screen to see the image changing on the screen, right? Yeah, so I would be like turning my head like this and keep my eyes pointing at the screen. But you can amplify it. So like this, just turning my head this much would probably be, I could amplify that so that in game would be looking over my shoulder. So I just did that to look over my shoulder, or that to look over the other shoulder. So I wouldn't have to actually do like that. You can amplify it, which is quite nice. Toby side tracker. Yeah. Back to regular cam. Sorry, forgot. Heavy duty armor. Deep plating. There we go. Okay. I think that means we're done with engineering here. Let me just go and get the bunny cam up and running. I should just start it up at the beginning of every live stream, instead of having to sit and find the computer app and then find the mobile app and then waiting for the connection. Boom. Connection. Bunny cam. Okay. Hold on. I need to be able to actually see what I'm doing here. Give me a second here. I can't see a thing. Just so I can actually see what shows up on the stream. There we go. Oh, it's upside down. It's always upside down. Here we go. Okay, so there's the Toby sitting there underneath the monitor. And I can take that off. And it just has magnets there on the back. And all you do, when you want to mount it, just hold it up to the bracket. Yep. Just hold it up to the bracket. Oh, there we go. Wait for it to snap in place. And then it sits there firmly underneath. Here we go. And I promised to show you the bunnies. There's at least one bunny. Oh, the other bunny's over there. Sleeping. And there's one eating. There we go. Chilling bunny, yeah. Okay, that was... Let me get the chats back so I can see you guys. Hello, guys. Off topic, does the Thargoid sensor give access to the Thargoid structure in Delphi? I think it should. If it's one of those where you need to get access to the door, then yes, then a sensor should do it. I'm not sure about the specific one in Delphi, but I think it... Okay, next stop. Hey, nice. Is that only 2 jumps? Yeah, 40 light years. That's only 2 jumps. Lovely. Let's go. Are we only 10 likes away? Okay, can we... There must be 10 people watching that has not clicked the like button yet. Hello, Maverick. Evening.
Ship restraints engaged. Commence departure.
Frameshift drive charging.
Armor experimental effect miss. Hold on. You sure? Did I miss something? Oh, we're there. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's get some code suggestions in chat. I'm just gonna go and quickly check that I actually did the armor right. But since we reached the light goal, we need to set up a discount code. So give me suggestions in chat. What should it be? I can see Dongle's over suggested Box Bunny because the name of the ship. Or... I don't know. Space Bunnies has been suggested over on Twitch. Should probably lower my landing gear.
Taking damage. Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Taking damage. No. There is deep plating on that. The armor is fine. Deep plating right there. Bug Hunter. I think I have a good idea for one.
Ship restraints disengaged.
Let me just get this thing pointed upwards. And then
Landing gear.
move the landing gear. And then quickly over here, I'm just gonna go and I know what it should be. I know what it should be today. Let's see here. Discounts. It should be Health, no shields. There we go. Save that. Okay, so if you go if you go to d2eastore.com, you can now use the offer code HELP NO SHIELD. I'm gonna post it in chat there and there. And then you will get 10% off, and that code is gonna be valid until the end of the live stream, at which point I will take it down. So if you are interested in getting yourself some merchandise from d2eastore.com, then you have your 10% code right there.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
We should update our spreadsheet, shouldn't we? Because now we're done with these. And again, thrusters and FSDs, we're gonna do those on the next trip. So now we just need... Hurry. Yes, I think the limpet mocks are still the most popular one. A mock with a sighty on it would be cool. So the problem is, if I have to use assets from Elite, I need specific permission from Frontier, and there needs to be, like, I have the Carlos, like the mocks with a like a drawing, a very sketchy drawing of a Viper.
Frameshift drive charging.
And those are okay, and I have those approved by Frontier. But if I want to do anything that just vaguely resembles anything from the game, any actual in-game assets, then I, even though it may be quite far away and it's not an actual picture from the game, I'm still gonna go and run it through Frontier's legal department, because I don't need a lawsuit, basically. So no wireframe Sidewinder mock. That might be doable because the wireframe model of the Sidewinder is so simple. But it's still one of those cases where I would probably ask Frontier what they would, if they would approve it before I began putting something up. So it's just it's a bit more of a convoluted process. I'm pretty sure if I wrote to Frontier and asked them, I could get it approved, but still. If FDev suits me, that would be a revolt. Well, that depends. If I go out and I just, let's say I just took pictures from Elite, took the logo, the Elite Dangerous logo, and just begin printing t-shirts and hoodies and everything with that on and sold it. Frontier would be in their right. It would be absolutely in their right to go out and say, dude, no. I hope and I think that if I were dumb enough to do that, that Frontier would reach out to me and say, hey, can you take that down? But you get my point, right? So I don't really see them. I mean, I think if that would, like, the stuff that would get people to get angry were, let's say that if you go out and I make a video that is critical of Frontier or something they have done, and I use some of their footage from the game in that video, then technically Frontier would be allowed to go out and say, yeah, that video, you're gonna take that down because you used our footage and we don't want that. If they did that, I would see people getting quite angry. I can't see where I'm flying into. Where's my night vision? I still can't what I'm seeing, what I'm flying into. But I think if I just went out and just, yeah, broke their IP, then I don't see people getting angry. I think people just think I'm stupid, which, to be honest, I was. And I'm married. My wife is a lawyer, and I wouldn't hear the end of it if I did something that stupid. she would keep all about it.
Falcon Delacy, Mike, Papa, Alpha. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing. Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 06.
I think Nails, you're absolutely right. Says that I think they may even be legally obliged to defend their property if I did something that obvious. Exactly. One thing is using it technically. Again, it's the same thing with game footage, like what I'm streaming right now. But Frontier have made like a catch-all statement saying that you are free to go out and use game footage to make videos and live streams, and you're also free to go out and monetize those videos and live streams. So they put out like a blank statement for that, saying that is okay. Of course, you're allowed to do that, as any game company with 2 working brain cells would do, because it's free advertising for them. What are we doing here? Power distributor. I need to think. Hold on. Power distributor was weapon focused, right? I'm just gonna check something actually. Weapon focused, we had 14 seconds time to depletion here. What happens if we go charge enhanced? Charge enhanced, super conduit. 8 seconds. Okay, that is significant enough that I'm gonna go weapon focused. Nintendo has a history of suing Nintendo game streamers. Yeah, but that's Nintendo. They're kind of the special kid. Except, it was like that, except Nintendo. Yeah, but again, that is Nintendo. And all it does when a company does that is give them a bad reputation. I don't think that the gain from doing a stunt like that is just not worth it. I can't see that. I mean, anybody. I mean, sure, if people go out and they heavily critique them, then maybe it won't be beneficial for them. But I don't know. Real life Elite Dangerous model kits would be great. I think so too. And I would love to have some official Elite Dangerous model kits. But I mean, they are out there. But again, people who are selling them, I mean, you are free to go and 3D print your own model if you have a 3D printer for yourself, or maybe for a friend, as long as you don't take money for it, or if you give it away as a gift, right? But as soon as you begin to sell them for profit, that's when you cross a line, and that's when you get into trouble. And super conduit? Yes, super conduit. Boom. Power distributor is done. Wait, spreadsheet. Power distributor. Done. You can also delete these, because we're done with these. Delete that. And delete that. Okay, so next up is Hiratani, which was on the other side of the galaxy. So we're gonna head to O'Rare for our fleet carrier. No, you know what? We're gonna do something else first. We're gonna go here, where I conveniently kept her in our page open. And how far was O'Rare? 115. I can make it 115. That should be no problem at all. So we're gonna do that to save time. This might end in a terrible mistake, but we'll see. We're gonna go and we're gonna set that destination for our carrier. Yeah, that is... I guess this one is full. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, landing pad lockdown in 12.5 minutes. Let's go. Don't get distracted to the waiting period. I'm gonna try to keep focus on my flying for once. When jumps? 5 jumps. Should be okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it is 3 minutes past the hour plus 12. That's 15. So a quarter past the hour is when the carrier locks down.
4, 3, 2.
David asks, by the way, your opinion, Frontier's going to sell to Microsoft. I don't think they are, but if they are going to sell, I hope it's going to be to Microsoft. Gonna try to scoop some fuel while the FSD cooldown is running here, just to reduce our scoop time. How so? So I don't know. I don't think Frontier is about to sell. I mean, if they are, then it's not something they've had planned for a long time. I mean, they started the Frontier Foundry there to kind of be a third-party publisher as well. They've done a lot of things that, to me, doesn't look like they have been planning towards it. But again, the last year with the underperforming of Odyssey, underperforming of all what's the dinosaur game, Jurassic World, and then the Skate, all that kind of makes them a target. But just because they're a target to be bought up, and there might be companies that are interested in buying up Frontier, that does not mean that they want to. And that's worth keeping in mind. And I don't think Frontier is going to sell. I still don't know, but I don't think. But if they are, I still hope it's going to be Microsoft, because I think that they would be able to actually do something good with Elite. I think Microsoft, first of all, it would be nice if it was either Microsoft or Sony, because crossplay. And I think if we're looking for crossplay, I think we have the best chances at Microsoft, because they seem to be really promoting that Xbox and PC get that merged together as much as possible. So if we're ever gonna see crossplay, I think it would be by the hands of Microsoft, between PC and console. Okay, Dunkel is putting up a vote in chat now. What do I think I will miss the carrier? I'm not gonna put up a poll because it's gonna cost me time, and it's time I do not have. It is 6 minutes past the hours. We have 9 minutes to landing pad lockdown. Okay, 1 in chat if you think I will miss it, 2 in chat if you think I'll make it. We have 2 jumps to go. We need to do 1 more fuel scoop. And I have about 8.5 minutes now.
Frameshift drive charging.
Gets there but has 2 loops of shapes. Thank you, Pete. Okay, I'm surprised how many people think I'm not gonna make it. You guys just want to see me sit there and watch the carrier jump away.
3, 2, 1.
Tiny fuel tank. Yeah, it's a Sidewinder. Okay, we are 7 minutes past the hour. 8 minutes to go. 1 jump. We actually already have enough fuel to make it to the system because it's a short jump. So we're just gonna clear the fuel scooping zone. And jump into a rare. And then I hope I park this thing relatively close to the star.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How does it feel to be back in a Sidewinder? It's fine. I like the Sidewinder. It's a great little boat. Carrier. Oh my god, I remember. I parked it, not on purpose, but it's deep inside a gravity well of a gas giant out there. Oh, there's my speed. Okay, we are 8.5 minutes past, so it'll be 6.5 minutes to go. Doesn't Tencent already own Summer Frontier? Yeah, about 7%. How far is the fleet carrier jump? About 250 light years. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it too. I'm just gonna actually pay attention to my flying here. So 6 minutes to lockdown. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Tencent. I don't really know them that well as a company. So I don't know how they would be, but I personally I hope if Frontier is selling, I sell to Microsoft. That would be great, I think. No. Coming in hot. 7 and lock it in. 9. Okay, speed up again. 7. Lock that in there. Five minutes. It's apparently in the dark right now. Interdiction, yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? I then get crashed into the planet, and then the ship is overheating, and I have to flee the pirates, and I have no shields, and my weapons are offline. Coming up on 4 minutes. 4 minutes, 15 seconds.
You are welcome at this carrier, Commander. Let us know if you're looking to...
4 minutes.
Attention all ships. This carrier is scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in the system prior to departure.
Now I need just not to crash.
Commander, you are good to approach the landing pad.
At 14, there it is. Landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, I need to remember I have no shields.
Taking damage.
There we go. So I can't just slam it into the landing pad as I usually do. Hey, we made it!
Complete. Command shutdown. We've got you, Commander.
It's a big love tap, yeah. I usually just slam it into the landing pad because when you use shields doesn't matter. But I need to remember when I'm flying without shields. Let's look at the timer. Oh, that was not where the timer is. Area management. Two minutes, 20 seconds. See? Plenty of time. That was a Navy landing. do I spot an Air Force guy there? Or is that just me? People have been betting how much time there would be left. Yeah. Guess was 2 to 3 minutes to go. That'll be fine. Do you mind I buy tritium for your carrier? I mostly just buy it because the way I see it is with the tritium prices that you can buy at, it's often more effective for me to go out and buy something like painite, platinum, sell that, and then buy tritium. Okay, 50 minutes, 50 seconds. I could FSS the system at the time left. I don't think I would need that, as I think I already have. You gotta prepare for the honks in chat, guys. Should have the first honk real soon. Remember, it's 1 honk for lockdown, 2 honk for entering jump, and 3 honks for leaving jump. Why you no lockdown? This is the lockdown bug again. Oh, there we go. There's the honk. Come on. There we go. Honk.
Attention, carrier has entered pre-flight lockdown. All services are now on hold.
Honks in chat. No one even found a sword emoji. Oh, God, that's honk. Oh, we can still go third person camera.
Landing pads retracted. Hangar bays are secure.
I am looking so much forward to the carrier interiors. Wonder where they will put the entrance. Oh, I'm guessing here. Oh, that is new, actually. Oh, look at that. Can we get in here? Yes, we can. Oh. Okay, I like it. That's actually... I like the waiting... Like, it looks like a little waiting area with windows, so you can... The fact that it's asymmetrical, that window there looks a little cramped compared to what's going on here. It's like a panel that's wider there. I don't know.
All decks have signed off. Maintenance teams are in place. Carrier crew, prepare for jump.
David asks, by the way of ship intuition, what ship will be my next in Star Citizen? Probably the Starfarer. I'm setting up for one at the moment. I'm pretty close. I made it past 5 million yesterday. I sold almost 2 million in Quantinium in one haul. Pretty nerve-wracking landing that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the jump from the bridge as well. Yeah, this is new. Hold on, there's a bit of screen sharing there. I need to turn on. I'm forgetting that. Graphics, display, vertical sync. Off. Yeah, that's better. Oh, are we jumping? Oh, looks like we are. That's the double honk. How much money in Unobtainium was that in the recent video that blew up? It wasn't that bad, but it was probably, I would guess, 60, 70,000 or something. That I just blew up. Because I didn't adjust my laser power properly before turning on my lasers. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, I managed to get away from the blast zone before it destroyed my ship, so I managed to get the rest of the rock. Otherwise, I would have been looking at losing about 280,000 from what I didn't manage to mine from that rock that was then lost, and also having to pay for a rebuy of the ship, which is not that bad. It's like, I can't remember what it is, but I think it was like 10, 15,000. So we're probably looking at 300,000 would have lost if our ship got destroyed. So that would suck. Okay. We're here. Can we please have menus back, please? Yeah, thank you, friendship. Prospector made a clean getaway. Great maneuvering. Thank you very much. That's why I love also flying with dual sticks and flying HOSAS. When you can just pull back on that thing and it will go. It will get away from whatever you're in front of very, very quickly. Looks like we don't need this one anymore. Let's get our system map open.
Landing gear retracted.
Sweet says, I watched your beam laser / long range video recently. It says, thanks for that. I've relied on efficient. Yeah, that's a... I think it's a very common mistake that people, they put efficient thermal vent together, which is not very efficient, because efficient reduces heat, and you want heat if you want your thermal vents to work. But long range is a lot better for it. So long range thermal vent is always the way to go.
Shift drive charging. 4, 3.
I guess mining solo and Star Citizen's no complete. No, it's fine. Absolutely fine. I solo mine.
Orbital flight engaged.
What?
Integrity compromised.
Oh well. I'm just gonna fly it. So we can park your carrier near system objects. Yes, you can. Not really sure why it dropped. Did I come in too fast, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. Party is more fun, and party mining in Star Citizen is way more fun, and it actually is beneficial. You actually gain more per mining ship when mining in a fleet than you do if you were all mining alone. Yeah, we're just gonna slow boat it in. That's fine. So yeah, I think it's really well designed. Bullet says, "Hey Astro, just finished building the cucumber yesterday, and gotta say, I'm loving the build. She really been taking care of me. I'm glad." And that is exactly what I've been designing the cucumber for. It is to take care of you. It is. I mean, there are other builds out there that I'm pretty sure people can get better or faster kill times than you do in the cucumber, but the cucumber will help you a lot. I mean, no matter how much combat experience you have, you can pick up a cucumber and you can be very, very effective in that. Yeah. It's a good boat. I like it. Maybe it was a bad idea to slow boat it if I got how slow this thing is. Boost a little bit. Not boost does that much right now until we get the engines upgraded. So what are we doing with Howard Chari? Power plant. Armored power plant with thermal spread. Armored 5, thermal spread. And then we need to make it back. But we can use our time while flying in here into the dark. Is a specific build Green Anaconda? No, it's a Corvette. So, okay, just gonna show you guys here. Yeah, there we go. If you go to Commander's Toolbox and you go into Ship Builds and you go into NPC Combat, you will see a number of different builds that I've done over the years, and they're all listed in here. And here you have the latest iteration of the cucumber build. You can click here to get a Coriolis link for it if you're interested in that, or you can click here to watch a video tutorial on the ship. Exactly what do you need to do, why are the modules set up the way they are, what do you need to do if you want to make changes to it, so you can fit it to your liking. All that is on Commander's Toolbox. And as you could, the keen-eyed of you would have spotted, there are also, of course, builds for Anti-Xeno combat. We have a crate, which is a really good entry-level build. We have... oh, this is a scout killer. Why do I not have that? I don't have my chieftain in here. Oh well, I'm gonna have that added. Maybe the Sidewinder is gonna make it in here. There's a load of different mining builds for all kinds of situations, sizes, all that stuff. Exploration builds, if you're looking for that, you can find that in here too. Standard exploration, Conda, all that good stuff. Lots and lots of cool stuff in here. And also, news feeds if you want to keep up to date with what Frontier's up to and how much they're not talking about Elite. You can do that here as well. Can you do a cutter build just to be different, like a cutter combat build? I have considered making an all laser build because I kind of want to go and try an all laser build. But I haven't found something. I haven't found anything where I'm just thinking, yeah, that's the one.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, there we go.
Falcon delayed. Mike Papa Alpha. Ultimate.
I'm like, why is my knife not picking up yet? It should be by now, but
Prior to landing.
apparently it was off. There are very few situations where it's worth going to Marco Quinn. He's annoying.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 06.
Where's that landing pad? Oh, up there on the tower thing.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh.
Hull integrity compromised.
Go. Actually, you know what? Before we go anywhere and do anything here,
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
let's jump this thing back home. Well, I'm just gonna jump into the star, actually, that's fine. Okay. 12 minutes until lockdown. 12 minutes is 42. 42 minutes past the hour. I did actually check if I had the materials for this. I do. Nice. Better skip the gift shop, Jim. Yeah. Oh, we have time. 12 minutes is easy. We don't have to do all that slow boating on our way out. Capacity, the heat efficiency is all the way there. Experimental thermal spread. Let's get back to the carrier. Have you ever walked into an engineer shop? Yes. No time for that today, though.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4,
There we go.
2, 1. Engage.
10 minutes until lockdown. Just need to... I'm gonna get some decent altitude. It's probably faster. Let's just go above the orbital cruise zone before we turn in towards the carrier. There we go. And then turn it down to 75%. And the carrier. Yeah, I'll do that when we land, Dongle. Just gonna make sure I get this thing on the landing pad.
Hello, Commander. Please remain alert for other ships in the vicinity. Attention all
After
ships.
my Tobii eye tracker test last September, have I ever used it again? Yeah, we actually talked about it earlier in the live stream. I have quite a bit. Not lately, but that's mainly because I stole the USB cable I actually need for it to power all my HOTAS and things. So I just need to, next time I'm at an electronics store, go and buy a USB extension cable. And then I'll be fine. Because I do kind of miss it, to be honest.
Commander, you are good to approach the landing pad.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Especially the gaze-based targeting is an awesome feature. Try to do a proper landing this time. There we go.
Contact confirmed. Command shutdown. How can we help, Commander?
I think I'm not sure. I think maybe it actually works in. I mean, the gaze-based targeting. I think the way it works in Elite is you can turn your head towards it, and then it will target it. But I don't think you can do what you can in Star Citizen, where you just look at a thing without turning your head. But just looking at it, you can target it. So why build an aUEC-Sidewinder? Because why not? I think this is one of those Everest moments, like, because we can. Okay, let's quickly update the spreadsheet, and then we're gonna do the break. So that is that one done. Power plant done. So that means we just need to fix the thrusters and the FSD. So we actually need to go to Shinrata, pick up an FSD, pick up the correct FSD. And then pick up Halen. Probably, right? Who's closest to Shinrata? Professor Palin. Or... No, hold on. Hold on. Give me a second here. Farseer. Palin. Yeah, but she will only do thrusters, so we have to go to Palin. Because yes, he will do, but our frameshift drive only needed like a level 1 upgrade, right? Yeah, faster boot sequence 1 and a strip down for the mass. So we are fine at Palin, but we can't do the thrusters all the way at Farseer, so we have to go to Palin. What is the distance from to close some of these windows. What is the distance from Sriracha to Arc? It can't be long. Yeah, 41 light years. That's pretty close. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna fly to LP and get the carrier back home where it belongs. And then we're gonna fly over to Shinracha. We're gonna swap out the thrusters. We're gonna swap out the frameshift drive. No, we're not gonna throw the thrusters. We're gonna swap the frameshift drive. We're gonna replace the Guardian booster. We're gonna replace the fuel scoop with the proper modules there. Then we're gonna, at an absolutely terrible jump range of 7 light years, so that's gonna be a lot of jumps. But we're gonna try to make it to Palin with that frameshift drive. And then, yeah, make it to Palin with the frameshift drive, and then fly out to the carrier afterwards. I think that's the plan. But the trip, 41 light years with 7.5, 15, 30, 6, that's 5 jumps, plus with that short, we're probably going to get a lot more. It's gonna be a bit of a trip, isn't it? Are my shields engineered? There are no shields. Okay, let's just check the time. I'll have to keep the fuel scoop, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I have to keep the fuel scoop. I can upgrade to a bigger fuel scoop. So I actually have to go out to Palin, engineer. Here's what I'm gonna do. We are gonna put... Oh, I already have the modules. I have the modules in storage, right? So I'm gonna store the modules in Shinracha. And then we're gonna fly out with the Guardian module reinforcement packs and a larger fuel scoop, and also a small... Yeah. This is gonna work fine. This is gonna work fine. Okay, I have a plan. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do, because we can module transfer the modules over. Cold orbit build. Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully. But while we are waiting and we're just looking for the timer here, we have 2 minutes until lockdown. There is a number of links in chats. The live stream is not about to end. No, we have time. But first of all, there's a number of links for various social channels. You can find me on Instagram. You can find, not that I post that much over there, but I am on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. You want to follow there. If you want to join the channel community, where I'm a lot more active, then you can find that on Discord at discord.d2a.com. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can either do that on Patreon. You can do that at patreon.d2a.com, or through one-time donations powered through Streamlabs, which is at tip.d2a.com. And finally, just want to remind you that we do have a discount code running here during the live stream, and it's called Help No Shield. That gives you 10% off at d2astore.com if you want to get yourself some merchandise. Yes, and that code is valid until the end of the live stream, at which point I will take it down. And then finally, if you want to follow my my science and astronomy channel, you can find that it's called Cosmic Curiosity. It should be in the description as well. So if you like space and astronomy and astrophotography, then you can find that over there. Cosmic Curiosity. Yeah, or put !CC in chat and you'll get a link. Nice. 45 seconds till lockdown. I need to get working on the next video over there. The channel is almost monetized now. I think I need like 300 watch hours or something, then the channel is monetized. We're almost there. Grayskull says it would be easier to take a larger ship with a larger jump range to a landing pad nearby. Yeah, It would, but I've always had like I always have that, I feel like I have to go and do the engineering in the ship that the modules belong to. And I know I don't have to, I can transfer them over and something like that. But it's kind of a rite of passage for the ship that it has to go and fly to its own engineers. Dang it, I mean, no, we're using the fleet carrier now because this thing has terrible jump range, but yeah.
Pre-flight lockdown. All services are now on hold.
You're gonna take out a Hydra with that thing? No, that's not gonna happen. there's the honk, yeah. No, not yet. That's just Elysium.
Landing pads retract. Hangar bay.
Remote engineering. We've done all the remote engineering we can, but we can't do experimental effects. And it's not all of it I have pinned correctly. Was some question. Hold on, where was it? Like, and if you don't like space and astronomy, there's something wrong with you. I need to reevaluate your life. I would concur. Oh, hello, Lave Radio.
All decks have signed off.
Hello, guys. Good evening.
Carrier crew.
We are engineering a Sidewinder for anti-Xeno combat. We're gonna go, maybe not today, but at least we are at some point gonna go and see if we can kill some Thargoids in the Sidewinder. Should be a lot of fun. No Goids has been injured in the production of this live stream. Yeah. Do I think Frontier's gonna announce something before the Friday's meetup? No. If there's gonna be... I think there's a slim chance that they are gonna announce something on Friday. That, like, they're gonna announce something during the meetup event, and then hopefully they're gonna follow that up with a forum post or something if they actually announce anything new. But with the way Frontier has been acting the last 2 months, to be honest, I think the meetup is gonna be, hello everybody, really nice to meet you, here's some dinner, here's some beer, chit chat, and everybody's gonna be like, when are we gonna get any information? And they're gonna say, oh, we can't share anything right now. I have a sneaky feeling that they're not gonna share anything at all. That it's just gonna be purely a social event. But if they are gonna share it, I really hope they're gonna accompany it with a forum post, so the people who did not want to participate in the event or couldn't participate in the event still get a chance to actually get that information. But we'll see. I mean, might also be that they have absolutely nothing to share. It could also be that they just have so little news that what little news they have, they wanted to save up for the event. That could also be a thing. The problem is, now we've gone down this road. The problem is, as I see it, imagine there's like two situations, right? That Frontier give out some minor information during the event, they accompany it with a post, and that's probably fine, okay? But imagine if Frontier comes out during the event and drops some kind of massive news that they have obviously been sitting for a long time. I don't know how you would see that, but imagine that they have purposely withheld a lot of information because they wanted to share it for that paid event. I could see that rubbing some people the wrong way. I could see some people getting a little annoyed with that. That they have had this complete silence, but only when people pay to take part in an event, then they are willing to share information. But again, I mean, especially if they share it and don't accompany it with a forum post. So if there is any kind of information shared during the event, I think it is absolutely critical that that same information is shared at the same time on the forums. Because otherwise I think there's going to be some people that are going to be a little meh. And especially because it's a physical event during a pandemic. And I know it's like restrictions have been removed in most places now, but when they announced it, that pandemic was very much still in force in most places, which is the reason why I decided not to go. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy tickets, I'm not gonna buy hotels, risking not being able to go because of a pandemic. I mean, I just don't want to waste money on that. So even though I would have loved to go, but I just, at the time when the tickets were out, was like, nope, not gonna do it. And now there's just a lot of other plans away, so. We will see.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Luke says, I mean, unless they make people sign an NDA, someone would report what was said to the event. That is true, and I don't think there's going to be any NDAs involved in this. But it's just, when Frontier is already being heavily criticized for not really doing their communication well enough, if they then go out and share information with a small group of 100 players and do not share that with the rest of the community, and we have to get that information secondhand, that's just, it's not helping a bad situation, if you catch what I'm saying. It just doesn't look good that they decide to share something there and then do not share it with the rest afterwards. Also because as soon as you get things secondhand, there's always, you know, that whisper game you played as a kid where you would have people sitting in line and the first person would say a sentence and then they had to whisper to the next and the next and the next. When you have information being passed on like this, there is, like, the information quality does degrade. Degrade, is that the word? Like, things can get, people can remember things incorrectly, or maybe they don't relay them exactly the way, or maybe they misunderstood something, or there can be a million different reasons why information might not be 100% accurate when you get it secondhand like that. And that's why I think it would be preferable if information came directly from Frontier in a pre-prepared forum post. I mean, they can schedule them, I guess, so they don't have to sit and actually press it themselves. Chinese whispers. Thank you. Don't know the English word for it. Yeah, exactly. They have said it's a social event where there's just going to be a social thing. So I don't necessarily think there's going to be any information there. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be asked a gazillion times during the evening about when are you guys going to tell us something. When are you guys going to break the radio silence? What's happening with console? What's happening with Frontier? Are you guys being brought up? They're going to be bombarded with questions.
Alpha, thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking.
Someone on Twitch says, in my opinion, the lack of information from Frontier since Christmas has allowed all kinds of nonsense to propagate. You're probably right. A lot of the rumors that's going on at the moment, both with them with the buyout and like people beginning to discuss, is there even a future for Elite? All those discussions, they wouldn't be here if Frontier they would talk to us just a little bit. But yeah. Meet your new boss, Bill Gates. I mean, I would actually like it if Microsoft bought up Frontier and got the Dangerous IP. I think Microsoft could do amazing things with Elite. If they go in and they say we're not going to develop any like necessarily new content, but they're going to develop on what is there already. Like look at what is already there. I mean, Frontier has been, and that's been like that since the launch of Elite. Frontier's been notorious for having features that were essentially dead on launch, where they launch something new that is really well made, but then they just abandon it, say, yep, that's done. Like SRVs is like the prime example, right? Where they launched one SRV doing the Horizon launch, which was 5 years ago. Well done. Everybody was like, that's nice, good SRV, hope we get more. And we had to wait 5 years for the next SRV to be launched. So and we can take multi-crew, for instance. Really good idea. Okay, first implementation. Could have been really great if they put some continuous effort into to keep developing the things. But they have this like, okay, SRVs done, multi-crew done. Moving on to the next thing. They have a little bit of that. I don't know what you call it. They have a bit of like headline fetish where they really like to get big headlines out, and it's more exciting to say, hey, we made this new super cool thing, super cool feature, rather than saying, hey, we've improved upon something that's already there. And Frontier's always suffered from that. Okay, now we need to think. Thrusters and frameshift drives. So, first things first. Thrusters is a 2E. We need to buy that out there. Frameshift drive, put that in storage. And then buy a 2D? 2D frameshift drive, yeah. Okay, for the internals, we're gonna keep that one there and that one there, because in here we already have the hull reinforcement pack that's supposed to replace that. But what we need to do is we need to take that one and store that one too. Yeah. So that needs to be stored, and then we need to buy a Guardian module reinforcement pack. Like that, because now we can just sell these two modules when we get to our destination, and then module transfer those two modules over and fit them on the carrier, so we don't actually have to go back to Shinrata. And our core internals are ready as well. Yes. Nice. Arcs. That's right. Did I spell that right? But I did. Oh, not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. And we can make it without fuel scooping, it seems. I'm gonna keep the fuel scoop anyway. How do that? More fuel efficient, seems. Why the crap thrusters? Because we're gonna buy some new ones at out at Palin's.
Landing gear retracted.
Moderate speed on exit.
Oh,
Taking damage.
oh! That's gonna leave a mark.
Frameshift drive charging.
How to undock with D2EA. How not to undock with D2EA.
Four, three, two,
Why does the Sidewinder and some smaller ship have segmented fuel gauges? I think they actually, well, intended to all have it. Each gauge is, I think, 1 ton of fuel, but as the fuel tanks get bigger and bigger on the bigger ships, those 1 ton segments just become so small that eventually they just go like, nope, it's just one continuous line.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Yeah, it is a slow Sidewinder right now. It's gonna be a little bit faster when we are done with our visit to Palin. Oh, okay. So apparently there are other people that say they have a 6-ton fuel that has no segments either. Oh, well. Then some ships are just special, I guess. He jumps.
fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
You're entering TX space. Did you pay your rope toll? I don't think I'll have to. Not in TX space.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah, we are pretty close. Argus not TX space though. FDL would segment the gauges, but the Mamba doesn't. Okay, then I have no idea. Maybe Frontier just got tired of making segmented gauges at some point.
fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Have I watched any of the trailers for Starfield? Yes, I have.
3, 2,
Speaking of Terra X, I see a Discord link coming up pretty soon. Yeah, there we go.
Fuel scooping.
Palin, where are you?
Disengaged.
Palin are out there. Hello, Palin. Palin got the big boy base after he moved away from Maya. You guys remember when Palin was all the way down in the Pleiades? And then he moved into the bubble after his base got attacked? And then he cloned himself and put Chloe out in out in Barnard's Loop. TTXP TV, doing great. Hello and welcome. Oh, we could probably put full throttle there. I wish Thargoid would attack more engineers. Well, they are pretty active in the bubble right now, it seems. If I remember correctly, if I remember right, we've seen a newer Thargoid at Palin's old base. That is correct. The Orthus variant. I don't know how that's pronounced. But there is a variant that is... I believe they've been seen other places too, but at least they were first spotted at Palin's old base. They are a little special because they do not engage you, and even if you fire at them, they will run rather than fight. So for some reason they're different than all the other types of Thargoids that we see around. Look at that, the clipping there at the top of the Sidewinder with the hologram. I think Frontier messed something up here with the layers. Something's not right. Oh, whee! On the dark side. Okay, let's see if we can actually make an approach this time without dropping out too early, for once.
Orbital flight engaged.
There it is.
Falcons, Delacy, Mike, Papa, Alpha. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
A division within the Thargoids? Yeah, I think, Tim, that is what most people expect. That there is some kind of like... There are factions within the Thargoids. And some may be more... of a more peaceful nature than others. Oh, oops.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage.
Let's get some thrusters. Wait, but that's pad 9. No, wait, upside down. Yeah, exactly. We're fine. Out with the old. In with the new. Okay, for engines, we need a dirty drive distributor? Yeah. See, now we get some speed. Robert says, have we met the discount numbers for today? Yes, we have. The discount code is help no shield. And as always, it is 10% off at d2astore.com. Yeah, advanced thrusters are lovely on the smaller ships. Imagine if we have these thrusters on bigger ships too. It would be amazing. And then FSD needs one level of faster boot sequence. And then a strip down, right? Yes. There we go. So now we can set our destination back towards LP, which is right there. One jump. Let's see what this boat can do now. What country am I from? Denmark. Okay, let's see what this will do now. Now that's more like it.
Automated flight control protocol now offline. Thank you, Commander.
Very nice. Just gonna see if it can actually maintain a decent, because we are gonna drop below the 330, oh, sorry, 530 meters a second, so they are gonna be catching up a little bit sometimes, but overall I think we are fast enough to that most of our time is spent above it. We go like 40 above. And we also go 40 below. It's right on the edge that we cannot be able to outrun the Thargoids, but it should be fine. The problem is, of course, that the weapon distributor on the power distributor, but the weapon distributing power. It's the engineering modification of the power distributor that's causing problems, because we have so long to recharge the energy capacitor for the weapons.
Ready to engage.
You know what? Actually, we should do. Let's do a little test.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Oh, hold on. I just set my power priority right.
Thrusters on.
My engine shut off, like, uh-oh. That's not right. Let's just set this thing right. Cargo hatch, go away. AFMU. Where are you, AFMU? There we go. You go into power priority 2 together with the frameshift drive. I think we need the frameshift drive in power priority 2, I don't remember. Yes, we do. Let's put that, like, I don't know, 3 far away with that. Yeah, but the oh yeah, well, fuel scoop. Let's just turn the fuel scoop off. There we go. Why are we still using too much power?
Thrusters offline. Power plant capacity exceeded.
Something's not right here.
Thrusters
Oh, right. I know one of those. The frameshift drive booster. There we go. See, now we can still fly. Now, what I wanted to see was just, like, if I boost, obviously it's gonna heat up, but I just wanted to see how this thing actually fires. 60%. 80%. And what I would then do would be to say, heat sinks go on group 2. And then you can keep the fire going for quite a while here. I get like, there we go, decent amount of heat every time. But interesting though is it's able to keep that weapon capacitor full. Can I go 3 for 3 here? Looks like I'm not really emptying the, I'm not really emptying that weapon capacitor. Have you noticed that? Might be because I'm not, like, perfect on my timing with these. I need a bit system so I can use my heat sinks also. But with 4 pips to weapons, I don't think I can actually... I can just empty it. What do you guys think? Should we maybe consider, not tonight, but should we consider trying to swap out the engineering of the power distributor over to... over to charge enhanced? Oh, hold on, I need to have... I used 2 heat... Oh, really? I thought that worked like that too. But if that's the case, I could set up as a key binding, but the easier solution would just be to go like that, right? Because then I could just say, oh, heatsink is empty, like move over to the next one, right? And I still have, I can just sit here and swap between the heat sinks as I see fit.
Frameshift drive charging.
LG, I don't think we're gonna be killing something today. It was a build stream, as the stream also says.
4, 3, 2,
I think about engineering the heatsink launcher and get the extra ammo. But I already have. Just find the carrier. Yeah, let's try to leave it and then see where it goes from there.
Welcome, Commander. We'll accept your business after completing an access check. Access granted. Commander, you are good to approach the landing pad.
Heatsinks are engineered, but I just need to split them out so we don't fire 2 heatsinks at once. But that's just very easily solved by just putting it into different fire groups. I could put them into, whoops. I just could use the hotkey, but I think it's a little more convenient just to have them on a secondary trigger. Also because I can't remember where I bound that key, I don't want to go and play around with that right now. I have bound it somewhere, but I forgot where. You can see now the heatsinks have 4 charges in each. 1 loaded and 3 in reserve. So they are in fact engineered. But don't worry, LJ. We are going to be killing something probably next week. I guess there will be, unless something really, really super exciting happens and Frontier decides to spill a lot of news on us, then we're going to go and kill some Thargoids next week. So we're going to kill some Thargoids next week because there's not going to be anything at all. Okay, let's make this build done. Let's actually go down here to our stored modules. And utility modules. No, not utilities. Optional internal modules. And hull reinforcements. 1D heavy duty deep plating. $10 minutes. That was the thermal one. There we go. 2D heavy duty deep plating. Transfer. 10 minutes. Nice. Because then I could go in here and I can sell the fuel scoop. Yes. Guardian booster. Selling Engineer/Guardian module. That's fine. Nice. Now you just need to have those modules come over and then the build is actually done. Then we just need to go and find ourselves some Thargoids. Shouldn't be too difficult. Both using your pages themselves. Yeah, they have right now. They are set up here with heat sinks on different pages so I can swap between them. You're not going to need anything else, so that should be fine. Or you can use the hotkey, then it will only fire 1 at a time. Okay, but all there really is... Oh, it's nice to add a little legend down there in the corner. I don't know where they did that. That's new, at least for me. But I think I'm actually going to call it now. We're going to wait for the last 10 minutes and the module's going to come over and... does it show the fleet carrier name at the new entrance? Seems not. I don't see any branding in here, but again, we have to remember this is not necessarily finished, since fleet carrier interiors are technically not here yet. Well, can we actually disembark? Probably not, will? No. No disembark. Unfortunately. Yeah, it may not be final. They may make changes to it, but I'm pretty sure the fleet carrier name is going to be somewhere in the actual interior, and you can of course see it through the window here. How did the hunt go? We haven't actually tested it yet. We're waiting for the 2 last modules to arrive, and then it's done. But again, test flight of this likely gonna be next week. I think. Again, with the disclaimer that if something very super exciting happens in game that I want to go and take a look at instead, then we're gonna have to postpone it a week. But at least my plan would be next week to go and take the Sidewinder out, go and kill some Dargoids and see how it goes. Probably gonna end terribly wrong, but we'll see how it goes anyway. That's gonna happen next week, same place, same time. So if you want that, then do stick around for that. And obviously there will also, if this build works out, I will also be doing a video on it. Might also do a build guide on it. So there's going to be plenty of content to watch over on YouTube. If you are from Twitch, you can come over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel there if you want all that information. But for now, I am going to call it for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Always nice making a new build. Looking very much forward to it. And I'm going to try to not use the build at all, so that when we actually go and play with it next week, it's gonna be my first time flying it in combat as well, just so we don't I don't spoil it and you get to see my first attempts as well. So I promise you I won't do any behind the scenes training. So lots of links in chat right now. You'll find links both for the Commander's Toolbox, which you saw us use today. You'll also see links for various social channels where you can go and follow me on if you are interested in that. Want to join the challenge community where we play Elite Dangerous, we play Star Citizen, we play pretty much anything we want. Just want a nice place for people to hang out with while you play whatever game you like to play. Then you can find that at discord.d2a.com, where our in-game faction Elite also resides. So if you want to help out with a faction, you can do that. We are very open faction. We don't require a commitment from our pilots. You can show up one day, run a mission or two, and then if we don't see you for 2 months, that doesn't matter. You don't have to join any squadrons. You are more than welcome just to come by. Orders are posted publicly. Everybody can see. You can come by, run orders for us if you want to help our in-game faction, Terra X Astrocorp. But yeah, and finally, of course, there is still the discount code HELP NO SHIELD. It's in chat as well. If you go to d2astore.com, you can get 10% off all merchandise. I'm gonna keep the code up again, as always, 10-15 minutes here, so you have a bit of time to finish up if you have anything that you're interested in. So go to d2astore.com, check it out, and then in 10-15 minutes, the code will be gone forever, at least until next live stream where we make a new one. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.